Good morning and welcome. Stewardship Minute. Tara Lewis, are you here, my dear? Do you want to come up and give your stewardship moment? Thank you. Besides being an extraordinary mother, Tara is on our vestry with her cohort in crime, Carrie. They are the chairs of our outreach committee. So welcome. Take your spot.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Tara Lewis. Thank you for listening to my Stewardship Minute. I had a different Stewardship Minute prepared, but earlier this week, along with other members of this congregation and our vestry and clergy, I attended our diocese strategic visioning process meeting for St. James, and I thought it might be nice to share a small snapshot of part of that meeting. Essentially, the meeting was to go over some questions from the diocese about what is happening in our churches right now and what our priorities and goals are now and for the future. Two of the questions that were asked during the meeting had me really thinking a lot about our church and what it means to me and what it may mean to others too. Those particular two questions out of 7 were: name a treasure, asset, or strength of this faith community. And the second, what issues or ministries energize you? In the meeting, I realized after hearing other St. James members' responses to the first question that I wasn't alone in thinking that our greatest treasure is our clergy. Reverend Melissa and Reverend Audrey are what another Stewardship Minute speaker deemed, I think it was you, Phil Delp, the captains of our ship. And with them, of course, I include my wonderful father-in-law, Father Walter. Without them, I think this church would be a very different one. The other part of the question, the strengths and assets of this faith community or our church, I was also not alone in the wholehearted feeling that St. James's strength is twofold. Our church's devotion to welcoming all people, every person who enters this church, with open arms, open hearts, and open minds, and to make them feel and know that they are a part of our church, whether they are here once or have been coming here for 50 years. I'm talking to you, Wally. That same devotion applies also to another strength of the church and what also happens to be the ministry that most energizes me, which finishes out question 1 and 2, and that would be outreach. It's sort of funny because outreach is a ministry that on the surface is full of generosity, giving, and caring, of helping those who are unable to help themselves or acknowledging those who sometimes feel unseen. But I think outreach can also help yourself at the same time. For me, outreach in our church make me feel like I can make a difference, that one small thing that I do can be largely important. It makes me feel that I have a greater purpose. And because our church gives us all so many different opportunities to do these things, to do one small thing, to make a difference, to have a greater purpose, I think that is our greatest ministry of all, because it enables us to walk the walk and talk the talk, not just on Sundays, but every day. Thank you.
Well done.